Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna go do something real fast. I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay, Rusty. Hi Jules, how are you? Hi police. Sorry. I'm going to show you guys my pictures. I was gonna try to do it earlier, but as y'all know, Isaiah was crying and so was Layla, so we're gonna try to do it. Yeah, I just took a shower. I hopped in. Joshua, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, I promise. I told myself I'm gonna do this before I forget. Like not even 10 minutes ago when I was getting ready to go live, and I forgot. I'm sorry, Joshua. I'm so sorry. No, I want you to be. You're always in here, and I feel so stinking bad. But this is what I had all my pictures in, and I thought they were lost for a long time. And when my mom and my little brother started cleaning out stuff, they found my pictures. And this was from the summer of 2007. So I wanted to show you guys some of my pictures. I'm going to take them out so it'll be easier for you guys to see. And hopefully I can do this without too much complications. Do y'all see the light is the light bulb is loose in this ceiling fan. So when the fan's on, it kind of goes on and off. So this was the first night we were there in Africa. And we had to wear dresses wherever we went. It's their culture. Let me see if I can move it without y'all falling. This a little bit, maybe. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. There I have it. I don't want to ruin the picture. Yeah, so I was showing y'all guys. Oh, darn it. I think I should have put a chair right beside me instead of having y'all on the sofa with me. This is our family our missionaries that were from Africa that lived there. And his name, the dad was Melchizedek, and the little boy was Kenmore, and the wife was Helen. And everywhere I went, I told you guys earlier, he was there and he followed me everywhere. And this was another little boy. As soon as we got there, I'm telling you guys, children follow me. They find me. And this little boy too came right with me, and he ran up to me as soon as we got there. They were from Austria, and they were there doing work in Africa as well. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Jules. And these were taken back in 2007 with just a little camera. This was a lady. This is how they carried their water. And yes, she was wearing pants, but majority of the places we went, it's frowned upon. So we had to wear skirts if we were out of it's like a compound type thing. So if we were out of there, we had to be in a skirt. Let me see. This was the sign on a church. The first church we visited there. We visited a few places, but that was our like main one. We went into Africa to put in water wells. They trained, thank you, police. They trained the people there of Africa to do the work. Like, So that way, one, they would appreciate it, and it's not, oh, these white people came, which I know I'm not white, but that's the way they saw us, that these white people came and put in water, and we don't need to be, like they're grateful, but they're not going to take care of it. So they showed them how to build the wells, how to maintain them, and like keep them up to par, I guess you'd say. So that way they never had any problems with dirty water being contaminated again. And this is me and some of the girls inside the church. Y'all can see there's holes in the building. There is even windows. But let me keep going. And see if I can show you. I should have just taken out a whole bunch of these pictures, but we're gonna do what we can do, right? These are a whole bunch of the little kids. They were so excited to see us. And the little girls are bald. This is a little girl right here. She has no hair. I was told it's because they're malnourished. That's why they don't have hair. And then I also was told that it's low maintenance for them. So they don't have hair because they don't get to take a bath like us. They don't have running water. They don't have clean water. So that is something that the little girls just didn't have hair there. This is the school, what the school looks like inside of there. And these kids do have to wear a uniform. Not all of them did, but majority of them did. And they had to go to the bathroom, guys. They peed. Even if we had to go to the restroom, we were supposed to pee in a hole. It was like just a little hole like this in the ground in the bottom. It's not like a seat or anything. So majority of us waited until the end of the day to go to the bathroom, or until we got some. We didn't really go anywhere that had restrooms other than the place we lived. This was the daughter. I believe the pastor had 6 kids or 5 kids. I'm not for sure. And in Africa, the place we went to, they paid for their wives. Their wives, they paid goats and cows for their wives. And if they could afford more than one wife, like if they were financially stable, they could have more than one wife. But most of the places we went, they were impoverished. And he was eating ugali, which is like a corn mash, like a corn tortilla, but mush, kind of like that. But that's what they ate, and that was a little girl, I believe. This one for sure was a little girl. She was so sweet. And I was the one that all the kids went to first. I don't know why. And they all thought I was white. And they would call us a Mzungu, is what a white person is called in Africa. This was another little baby, a little girl, and she was wearing Bob the Builder. And that's so sweet. And these little boys would chase us. They would run after our bus, and this little boy right here was the fastest one, and he would be the last one running. Like he would run as far as he could, and it was so sweet. But they all ran. Like there was like a group of 20 of the little boys that would chase us, but he was the last one every time. And this is little Kenmore, if I can get it out. Sorry if I'm moving out too much, guys. And a little kitty cat. I was like, there's a cat. Let me take a picture. I don't know why, but I just didn't expect to see, because the place where we went to, there was very little water. Like very little. I'll show you all those pictures where some of these people got water from. So this right here is my little girl. And it makes me sad because I don't remember her name. But she was from the moment I got there, they told me her story and my heart broke. Both her parents passed away from AIDS, and her grandparents took care of her. And she was just the sweetest little thing. when we left, I just wanted to take her with us because, like I said, we didn't stay there all the time. Hey, Frozen, thank you. We appreciate you. We're doing good. We're doing good. We hope you're doing well as well. Isn't she just beautiful? You just see her little eyes, and they're just so precious. And they wanted to touch her hair. They wanted to braid her hair. When I was there in Africa, the other girls were letting them braid their hair, but they wanted to braid my hair because my hair was longer than most of the other girls. And this is another little baby. They wanted to braid mine, so I said, yeah, that's fine, but I left it in a chungle. And when I went to take a shower that night, I went like this with my hair, and my hands got stuck, and I freaked out. And I was like, what is that in my hair? Like, what is that? Like, I freaked out, and I was like, oh, duh, they braided your hair. These are just some camels that we saw. They were going to be slaughtered, and we did eat camel in Africa. And it was pretty good, if I do say so myself. We went to a place called the Carnivore, and I know they have those here in the United States, but there in Africa they had like zebra and camels and alligators, crocodiles, all kinds of different meat. I didn't try all that, but I did try that and lamb. And there was this lady. She was 90 something. In Africa, they do not keep count of age. When we went, she had her eyes wrapped in her head so the bugs didn't get on her. And beside her, she had a bowl of peas that she was peeling for her kids when they got home from work. She was still there working her little hands away, and she washed her hands before she shook our hand. Like, their culture and the way they are there to see us, it was just really sweet. They treated us better than we should have been treated. Like, we're nobody special. We're just coming to do what we can, you know? And this is when I went to Kenya, and we went to Comarock, and I'm trying to think. Ruiru. I don't know if you're familiar with Africa at all, but it was Ruiru, Comarock, and somewhere else. But we stayed in the general area of our little thing. But I got to sit in the front seat, which for us in the United States, it's the opposite, like as if you're driving. I was freaked out, and we drove down riverbanks. We even got stuck where we all had to get off and hoped and prayed that our bus could make it over because some parts were really, like, they had big, huge bumps in them. My best friend's parents were from Africa. Really? What part of Africa do you know? Hey, Georgia. How are you? This is just a cool looking bird. Let me move this out of the way. That we saw. I don't know what kind of bird it was or anything. Oh no, I'm sorry. I really wanted to show you guys my pictures. So I am live. This is a little girl, and if y'all can see closely, she is jump roping with a piece of grass. Isn't that so cool? We hope you have a blessed night, please. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all are a blessing to me. Welcome to Africa. Please enjoy yourself. I love the way people talk in Africa. I love it. I love people with accents, period. But isn't that so cool? Like, they are just so smart. I always have my hair in a bun because Layla likes to pull my hair. So, Kelly, how are you? Oh, now I'm going to mess y'all all up. I had y'all sitting in a good spot, but I have to move y'all because my thing is too big. My cat is even asleep. Oh, Georgia. And this was a school inside the church where the kids like that do not have a lot of money. The church provides for them. And they provide them with an education. Isn't that cute? Look at their little backpacks. Some of them had shoes, some of them didn't. We did visit an orphanage also. But sorry guys, I have to keep moving now. This is my Kenmore, and he's reading my Bible. Wherever we went, Kenmore would go and sit with me. And I do not think I have, because I gave him a whole bunch of pictures. I sent it with one of the people we went to Africa. He had gone back for a second visit. And even, oh, no. I sent it with his dad. His dad came down to visit with us here in the States. And I sent him back a photo album with a whole bunch of pictures of all of us in Kenmore. Kenya, too? That's awesome. That's where we went. We went to Kenya. These are, they dance. They are in an orphanage, these young ladies. It was an all-girls school. They were in an orphanage, and they were a part of the dance team there. And they were all so beautiful. This is the one that taught them to dance, and she was a part of the orphanage as well. And at that orphanage, any pictures? I do not think I have any pictures from London. One of my babies is awake. Did you hear that? What? I heard one of them is coughing. And then this is in one of the orphanage's beds. Not all of them had nets to keep the mosquitoes away, but they had a Bible laid out, and I thought that was the sweetest thing. So I took a picture. I know, weird, right? I'm weird. Uh-oh. I might have to get off here and finish this tomorrow. Waiting to see if I hear anybody crying. And this is another picture from a different school. And we were doing a Bible study, and they pulled out their Bible. And they were looking at it, and I just thought it was sweet. And then these. Thank you, Kelly. Layla, what's up? Is he crying?
Nah, he just needs something in there.
Oh, are you going to go back in there with them, or you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. This is of the little girl. She was giving her testimony. They asked them to give a testimony during church, and during school, I think. Yeah, during school, and she was going crazy, waving her hand and yelling, and it was the cutest little thing in the whole world. She was just so sweet. You need help?
No.
You sure? And these were some of their teachers. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Yeah, the teachers for the school. And this was one of the water wells. This is the one that we were able to cap while we were there in Africa. Because not all of them, like Comarock, it was so hard. The rock was harder than anticipated. They would dig maybe an inch a day all the way around. So, hi, Blue. Daddy's getting you a drink, okay? Can't get my picture off. I'll probably just do half. It was actually so beautiful there in Africa. We went during their winter rainy season, and it wasn't hot like you would think. It was like a perfect fall day. This was another cute little kids that we saw. So I'll probably just do a few more, and then I'll show y'all tomorrow the rest of it. You didn't see it? What's wrong, Blue? You want mommy to go to bed with you? This is the first water well they put in Africa. But I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Oh, are you okay, Blue? I'm gonna give him some medicine. Okay, guys, we'll hop off here and see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for stopping in. We love and appreciate you all. Bye, guys.